This is Grimm's Comics Corner. This is it. This is the finale of The Boys. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for it, so thank you for being patient. I promised it was going to be on Wednesday, and that didn't happen. Cutting to the chase, we're going to do it right now. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, and by the way, at the end of this, I'll announce our next comic, which I'm really freaking excited about. So stay tuned for that. 69. Oh God, what's wrong? It's this. Jesus, I'm the face of it now. You'll be all right. Will I? It's still early. Come back to bed for a while. Vaught American feels fury over super terrorism. Let me see if I can take your mind off things. The Bloody Doors Off, Part 4. Frenchie, you're... I am afraid so, mon brave. Oh no, Jesus. That's it then. It's him and he's doing it. We can't keep this to ourselves now. We're gonna have to hand over to Rainer, our monkey. Pt.2, that is not a good idea. Even now we must think clearly. The boys are meant to be deniable. If Monsieur Calcutta has truly left the rails and Madame Rainer gets to hear about it, she will panic. Her Senate run begins this year, n'est-ce pas? One call from her, and we are the fugitives from justice, dangerous criminals. Every SWAT team in America will be told to shoot on sight. We can evade or fight, but not while hunting Monsieur Calcutta. And the notion of such ignorant amateurs finding him with tactics from the films of Monsieur Bay. Oh, shite, it's us. It's fucking gotta be us. You're right, you know. I hadn't thought of any of that. Your old chum Frenchie listens more than you might think. I'm sorry I'm not there, Frenchie. Are you all right, are you? I have been worse, really, but I have been worse. The gendarmes were troublesome at first. It seems our clearance was cancelled recently, then reinstated. Monkey, all is in order now. Except that it will never be again. No. Petite Huey, you know that he would want us neither to flag nor fail, yes? Le Grand Homme. He would be most displeased. I ken that, Frenchie. Take heart. Where are you and what have you discovered? Well, I'm actually up in New Hampshire, if you can believe that. I'm in the middle of the Green Mountains. I drove all bloody night. Pourquoi? Well, first of all, the DMV was a dead loss. I got numbers for a couple of the truckers, but all they said was they drove the stuff from Tampa to wee airfields dotted around the country, near Dallas, LA, Portland, and Boston. Sweetie? Sweetie, are you okay? Do you want me to give you something to... No recipients. They just unhooked the containers and drove off like they... Un moment. Mademoiselle? Non. Pardon my sis très dangereux. I don't speak French, but I'm trying my best. Eh? No payment. No receipts. Payment? Why aren't you each guy's local Western Union? That was where it started getting tricky. Two of them asked me if they'd be needing lawyers. There'll be no point visiting those airfields, of course. The materiel will be long gone. One thing I did think of, if he is using agency pilots, I'll look into that. So why New Hampshire? Oh, well, once I hit a wall with the shipment of V, I started thinking about Vogelbaum again. MM and I we were saying it wasn't too likely Mallory'd have used a proper agency safe house. He was trying to keep a lot of that stuff from his boss at the time, but then I remembered him telling me his family was rich. And I thought, hang on, what if the arrogant prick just bought a place himself or used one he already owned? And the colonel attended Dartmouth, which is in... I thought it was worth a go at least. I did a wee search. Either the Mallorys are from New Hampshire or just bloody close to it. They own property all over the state. Then I remembered Mallory thought Vogelbaum died about 12 years ago. I went back a bit. There's a highly desirable wee place went on the market around about that time, sold by G.D. Mallory to a private buyer. Very privately, I'm sure. If the old man lives, return with him at once. And Petite Huey? Aye? Be careful. Hi, Frenchie. There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. We? I've not been able to stop thinking about it since all this started. Maybe even back before that. So, if it really came to it, like if there was no other way, would we be able to handle Butcher? Hmm, why, possibly, if the planets were aligned correctly. La Femme, assuming the encounter started face to face, and you? He would remove your arms and legs and reinsert them in the wrong sockets. Wah! Help. You ever been hit in the face, Huey? What? Good hard smack in the mouth. You ever had that? Well, one of the Gee Whiz fellas punched me. That was pretty... Nah, he was a cunt. I mean, really fucking hit. Like wallop, and you know all about it. Get your attention, I can tell you. Let you know where you stand. You look the other bloke in the eye, and fuck me, the two of you almost you almost respect each other. Of course, someone like you, I think it might just make you more nervous. Have you flinching twice as much, know what I mean? Listen, why are you doing this? Gotta finish the job, Huey. But after all this time, all of us together, I mean MM for God's sake, he tried to stop me. How's Vogelbaum look? No 10 years of dead anyway, I suppose. Not 113 neither. Amazing what a few shots of V can do for a bloke. What did Mallory tell you just happened to him just as a matter of interest? He said you bit out, He said you bit his throat out. He saw you come out the house and spit a lump of meat in the driveway. Ha ha ha! It was fucking raspberry jam. I had an idea on the way there, I thought. Hang about with world expert on Compound V, the man who fucking invented it. And we're just gonna do him in? I mean, I don't know. That might have been when I first tweaked Mallory's heart, weren't in it 100%. So I went in and found the poor old cunt. He nearly had a heart attack there and then. I said, all right, mate. You just keep stum and we'll see if we can make this look convincing. I found a jam in the fridge. Bit his throat out, for fuck's sake. But that was the thing with Mallory. That fucking Tinker Tailor Soldier world of his. You could get him believing anything if you got looking sinister enough. What'd you tell Vogelbaum? You're fading out a bit, mate. You down in the lab? You ain't gonna find nothing useful there. I took all his notes and that when I left. What'd I tell him? I said, look, Granddad, I'll make you the same deal Mallory did. You can have the house. You can do your experiments. As far as the world's concerned, you'll be dead. But now you'll be working for me, won't you? Which means you can get to work on a way to sort out the suits. Aye. You've it all worked out, don't you? Well, I've been thinking about it for quite a while. Stashed away all the bits and pieces I thought I might need. Like fucking do you warheads for an RPG-7? Listen to you with all the technical know-how. Yeah, things like that. And listen, I don't know how far along you are with this, but I didn't use CIA pilots to fly the stuff everywhere. I mean, I used company money, yeah. I hired private pirates. I hired private pilots. Sort of blokes know how not to ask questions about the funny big crates they have to drop off. So you ain't got a hope of tracing them before the big day. I know you're going to tell me the rest of it. IEDs hidden all over the world. Chain detonation supposed to hang on. I got him to write it down for me. 40% atmospheric coverage inside the first 24 hours. Wind currents in the food chain are meant to take care of the rest. Completely effective in 6 or 7 months. Everyone bloody dies. Every soup dies. Every human being. Every living thing with even a hint of V in their systems. Everyone. We kids. Us. For fuck's sake, you're out of your mind. You're making yourself a monster. You're mad. I'm doing what has to be done, Huey. They're a stain on the world. A fucking cancer. No, they're not. They're just wankers. Look, I know they went a bit out of control, but a bit what? Have you been paying attention for the last 2 bleeding years? Oh, Jesus, why did you bring me into this if all you were going to do all along was... It's fucking evil beyond description. It's despicable. It's like the Nazis killing the Jews or whatever, just wiping everybody out. More like Jews killing the Nazis if you stop and think about it. The Jews wouldn't have killed loads and loads of innocent folk while they were at it. Wouldn't they? That's the trouble with getting rid of the real cunts, mate. You gotta burn them out. Heh. Really are fucking hopeless, ain't you, Huey? All that insider Jen Mallory gave you, everything else you've learned in this bloody this bloody job, and you can't do fuck all with it. It's like it's shit in your hands. When someone gives you a weapon, son, you use it. I don't know. All right, try this one on for size. How do I know you're there? Yeah? I'm standing here talking to you. No, Huey. How do I know you're there? Il les tacos de poulet pour le femme? Ah, surprise me. All you are good for? Kisses? Oui. Oui. Mm-hmm. Did you literally piss yourself? Well, then you are not completely cowardly. And as for useless, the man was dead. His notes were gone. That he can tell us nothing is not your fault. You had the thought too late, but nothing of the kind occurred to me at all. Garcon, étrange. So, Voss and his ROC connection, mort. Shipments to the USA, complete. Drivers to airfields, unaware. Aircrew cannot be found. Vogelbaum, mort. The legend, votre number one source, mort. Light de la mer, the grand detective, mort. Essinge will panic in an instant. Did I help? Let me help, I said. It smiled and gestured. I helped you be a part of what we were. But did I help? Shit. Mind your head, my son. Did you hear that? Je t'aime from the first. Je t'aime means I love you from the first. Wow. Why did you bring me into this? If all you were going to do all along was, 'cause you're good at it. You like it. You've got a score to settle, so you want it. All that, and I always wanted a little brother. Everything he does or says serves whatever it is he got planned. He don't waste nothing. Not time, not words, not effort. Not even a goddamn smile, Huey. Huey, are you scared of me? I talk to you like you're just another one of these nutters. When that's the last bleeding thing you are. You're an ordinary bloke. Fucking decent one. Into the bargain. You're me mate. How many bleeding talks have we had to start with you thinking about the way things are? You can't handle this. You don't like that. You need more fucking time off. Is there any chance at all you finally twigging what we do here and sorting yourself out? And once and for fucking all making your mind up? All I've been doing is trying to toughen you up, mate. I just can't stand the thought of you getting hurt. 'Cause this fucking world will eat you alive if you let it. One brother died in an accident, age 19. Mother died recently. Father's still alive. Was his brother younger or older? Born 2 years after he was. Those are the details I was able to glean before meeting him for the first time. As well as the autopsy on his wife, which I read carefully, and which left me thoroughly appalled. It's worth noting that there's no record of the assaults he committed continuing after he left the military, which either means he was very lucky or, I can't say for certain, but I suspect Rebecca Butcher was a special woman. It's possible that her death was one of 2 tragedies. You really are fucking hopeless, ain't you, Huey? Oh my fucking God almighty. I'm supposed to stop you. The name of the game. 70. So, do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying, aye? It's like everything gets taken away from me. Everything. I mean, even my trip home wasn't supposed to be for me, so I could sort out what was going on in my head, but it ended up being about Bobby and Dad and Aunt Annie. And in the meantime, while I'm sitting around agonizing about stuff like this, the Butchers and Mallorys and Vaught Americans of the world just get on with it. The Bloody Doors Off, Part 5. I mean, they do, don't they? They really do. Sure. I'm not just saying that. I mean, you do ken what I'm on about, aye? You bet. Listen. Can you say your name for me? Your name? It's Huey, aye. Wee Huey. Your full name? Hugh Campbell. Okay, how about the date? Can you tell me what... Whoa. Is this one for the PD? Listen, the guy's still in shock. I don't care. Give it back to him. Seriously, he's got a concussion. Give it back. There you go, sir. These guys are all done. Aye? Anything you need, anything we can do, don't hesitate, okay? Alright for you, pal. He's gonna tear my arms and legs off and put them back in the wrong sockets. Alright for you. Ah! Sort yourself out, you doss cunt! Hello? Hello? My boy! Hello there? My boy! I'm a friend of your son's, Miss Milk? Is there anyone actually down here? What? My boy! My boy! No? Yeah? Oh, no! My boy! Oh, Jesus! Never talk about this! Never tell anyone ever! How long have you been taking those? Yesterday was brutal. I thought this might be a good time to review and reflect, if only to prevent today from being as difficult. Sure. It's not going to be enough, is it? They've been hammering away at us for 2 days, and they've gotten absolutely nowhere. We've stuck to our line, given nothing away, and it's not going to be enough because they want someone to swing for this. Go on. At the start, you said we'd gone too far. We'd pushed people beyond the notion of the world working as they suspected it did, of what even the most cynical and apathetic would be prepared to live with. And you were right, and that's what's going to kill us. Because no matter how much damage control we do, or how far down in the dark we keep the Dakota Bob plan, we've gone too far. Hundreds dead, including a president, a battle in the sky, an execution on the White House lawn, the soups turning out to be rabid demons, not messiahs in pretty costumes. It's all too much. It's all going to come tumbling down on us like the rocks they throw at a public stoning. So what do? We make a deal. No. Wait, listen to me. With what we know, we could give them what they want. A monster, a villain, something to publicly know. Jessica, we can't betray our corporation. Company loyalty, the principle that stands before and above all others. Vault American is the air that we breathe. It gives us life. It's bigger than either of us, separately or together. Bigger than Brewster and the coterie of little people trying to destroy us to protect it. It gives our lives meaning, and if you think this is mere hyperbole, have you ever tried imagining life without it? We've given our testimony. They haven't been able to shake us. They know no more than what we've decided than what we've decided they should. Legally, they cannot touch us. Take my hand. Take heart. It's going to be okay. Mr. Potamus? Fuck! What are you... shit, oh my god, you're the door wanker. Ain't my fault, man. Ain't my fucking fault the dude paid me. Who paid you? The dude, man. Big British dude. He came to me 2 years ago. Said he didn't want you living here. He paid me to jerk off under your door every night so you'd want to move out. He said the place is a fucking shithole. He wanted you living somewhere better. Wait a minute. He said your place was a shithole, but you're happy to wank off under my door for him? He paid me. And you were trying to drive me out, but you still didn't mind feeding my hamster for me when I was away? You paid me. But, right then. Gotta go. Mr. Potamus, why is there blood in it? Ain't there supposed to be? I can't stop him, Jamie. I mean, it's pure him, isn't it? Paying some fucking head the ball to do whatever, then just walking away. Letting the chaos descend on folk. I can see his face. I can hear him laughing. It's one of those things he almost does just 'cause it's funny. And if I'd moved out, so much the better. It doesn't matter how strong I make myself. He's going to be ahead of me every step of the way. I'll always be running to catch up. I just don't ken how to be that random. Because the difference is he enjoys it, doesn't he? Doesn't he, Jamie? Eh? I'll have to phone Monkey. Turn it over to him. There's no way I can do this without MM and Frenchie and her. And if they do end up killing me, fuck it. Maybe I can just about be that brave. Campbell? Hello there, Monkey. Listen, I got good news and bad news. Good news is you got a chance to save me. What are you talking about? What's going on? Listen, what in God's name happened at the Flatiron last night? And what's Butcher doing at the Empire State Building? Say that again? The Flatiron Building, your office. Don't you even know? No, the other thing. What was that you said? Huh. Whenever you people show your identification to law enforcement, a brief report goes into the system where, when explanation given, if any, Butcher entered the Empire State Building 20 minutes ago and ordered it evacuated. All floors, everyone present. He cited a possible terrorist attack. Are the soups trying again or something? Did they hit you first, Campbell? Sometimes it is. Sometimes life's as big and mad and fucking widescreen as it deserves to be. Campbell, are you still there? Some federal thing. We hopped to it, but if this is connected to what happened last night, We appreciate all your help, Captain. Our people can take it from here. Okay, because the orders given were to evacuate as a precaution. I didn't get any critical sense of urgency. Please just carry on working with us as you've been doing. Keep everyone out of the building till you hear from me. Alright. I ken how much you love the place, so I thought you'd want one last look before blowing it all to fuck. It's like some stupid bloody movie. Smash down all the beautiful buildings because you like the way they look when they fall. I mean, has the city not suffered enough? Nah. Ain't none of the special surprise packages set up locally, Huey. I'm just here to get line of sight for the signal. That and the view, of course. Oh, great. So all the average New Yorker's got to worry about is his fucking head exploding. If he's one of the unlucky who knows what %. And I meant to stop you, is that it? Would you mind telling me how in the name of God you came up with that? Don't know exactly. I've been thinking about doing this for ages. Had half an idea someone ought to have a chance in sticking a spanner in the works. I mean, it ain't the sort of thing you do lightly, wiping out a good chunk of the human race. That's insane. Yeah, I know. I've already got the feeling I get sometimes whenever I really fucking go for it. Which is? Like I'm somewhere else, watching it happen. Oh, well, that's pure dead brilliant, that is. I'll have to tell the security fella at the Flatiron that if they ever manage to dig him out, and the boy was driving past got blinded, and the lassie lost both legs. There you go, even at 5 a.m. there's collateral. Yeah, I know, but it had to be done. Why? 'Cause somebody had some big bloody plan? But I get the idea, I really do. The city's Lego and people are toys. You sound like a fucking supervillain. Excuse me, you sound like a fucking supervillain. Oh, now you're fighting dirty, Huey. Good for you. You still scared of me, ain't you? Eh? Course you are. You never could look me in the eye for all that long. Still can't. Can you even say me name? Yeah, there you are. Rah! Huey, don't be a cunt. Rah! 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 Fuck! Ah! Fuck, Huey. That's me bad hand. Oh, Jesus, don't let go. Oh, God. Grab on for fuck's sake. Nah, not me hand, you twit. Me arm. Sorry, I'm sorry. Ha ha ha. Jesus fucking Christ. What are you laughing for? After everything that's happened, you're saying sorry to me. Next, the scores on the doors. 71. Derek Robinson's final issue, inks for issue number 71. Ah! God, Jesus Christ! Ah! You think that's bad? I can't feel fuck all below me neck. The bloody door's off. Conclusion. Ah, fuck! Help me get down! Snap the bar, you tit! What? That's what's holding you up there. Snap it! Well, it really hurts. It's gonna hurt a fuck sight more if you don't. Ah! 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 There you go. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. I don't like the look of that. I think you might have nicked the femoral. Tie your belt around it quick as you can, yeah? Yeah! Me head! That ain't the bad one, mate. That ain't gonna kill you. Come on, tie it up tight. There. How's that? Fuck. Oh, fuck. Fuck, I can hardly move. Shite. Oh, too bad, my son. Looks like we're both stuck. Still, lucky for you that landed the wrong way up, eh? Oh, now, don't bloody start that. You know I can't stand that if there's... Oh, could you? How could you do it? I told you. There's no point going over and over it again. Just be grateful I bollocksed it up. I'm not talking about that. Frenchie and her. How could you? Fuck. I never wanted it to end the way it did. I thought I'd got you all out of the way. You'd just... die along with everybody else? Knowing nothing. Did you ken Voss bled to death in that place? The police report said he'd taken half an hour to die. Oh, the poor cunt. I thought the third one done for him. I really did. But any one of them could have stopped me with what they knew. They had to go. But it was them! Yeah, I know. I killed me first man at 17, Huey. Done a lot more since then. And every time I get that feeling I told you about, like I'm watching from somewhere far away. It ain't like I don't know it's wrong. But it feels like a dream or something. And it's what gets me the job, and it's what lets me get the job done without worrying about it later. I don't know. Probably just means I'm some sort of psychopath. The job, fuck's sake. And was I meant to talk you out of going through with the plan? Is that right? 'Cause I sort of doubt your wee brother stopped you doing whatever it was physically. Spot on. He was just a decent fucking bloke, same as you. So you planned this out right from the bloody start, having someone to... Nah, it was an idea at the back of me head. Sort of came together at the same time I was thinking about doing the suits. I read the file on you when I went to see Monkey, but it wasn't until I met you I started to think, here, this could be him. You and your bleeding moral streak. But you were always telling me to toughen up and get used to hitting folk and all. Yeah, but that was for survival. And I did a fuck sight more than just tell you. It was me tipped off teenage kicks who'd done the dirty on them, and I left you to it with swing wing and all. What? And none of it made a blind bit of difference. You stayed yourself no matter what I done. Fuck, I doubt you even liked killing A-Train all that much, even with what you were after the tosser for. I fucking hated doing that. There you are. I'd more or less given up on you stopping me at all. Did you know that? I was thinking the other day, shit, maybe I should have gone for someone more like myself. But then someone like me wouldn't have wanted to stop me, would they? In the end, you're just like Lenny was, a good little bloke who can't help being reasonable. I was gonna try and fight you like. I went to MM's mom, I drank mother's milk. Jesus! But I even made a pig's ear of that, didn't I? I don't know. Maybe if I hadn't been who I am, well, you might have not wanted to save my life a minute ago. And we wouldn't be where we are now. Very true. Fuck! I'm sitting here talking away to you like nothing's happened, and I just can't get it into my head that this is who you turned out to be. Afraid so, my son. And again, I was the one who put the boys back together after Mallory lost his bottle. I made them what they were meant to be. I got Vogelbaum working on fucking soup-seeking missiles. The Homelander and his mates would have caused a lot more bother if it hadn't been for me. You need blokes like me, Huey. It's what we get up to in our spare time you've got to worry about. Jesus, where the fuck are the cops? I said terrorists, that's the magic word. I reckon we'll be waiting a bit yet. So, call me back. I don't know why I haven't heard from you. Today was awful. I really need to unwind. Call me. Can't make any comment on my testimony to Congress. Can you tell us what caused your change of heart? I'm afraid I have no comment at this time. I'm sorry. Although still will remain tight-lipped, it has been confirmed that an extraordinary session of the committee was convened this evening. Apparently, according to sources within the Senate, as a result of the witness contacting a senior congressional figure with a view to supplying fresh evidence. What? While reports from the committee session remain light on detail in some areas, one aspect of James Stillwell's evidence seems crystal clear. His identifying Vought American senior executive Jessica Bradley as being responsible for the breakdown in control that led to the disastrous events of last November. The same congressional sources have revealed that Stillwell cited a date early last year when he handed over direct operational control of the corporation's Superhuman Development Division to Bradley, a date for which he provided documented proof. Stillwell accepted responsibility for Bradley's appointment, but did say he specifically cautioned her to watch the various super teams, advising extra vigilance regarding the Seven and the Homelander in particular. Miss Bradley, he said, sadly chose to ignore his advice and pursue her own agenda. When questioned as to why the premier super team was deemed worth watching, Stillwell replied that the Seven were simply Vought's largest source of revenue. He was then asked if he believed that he himself continued in the executive role, events would have gone differently, but declined to answer, saying that his own judgments would be inappropriate. And we've just heard that a spokesman for Vought American, speaking from the company's New York offices, has praised what he called Stillwell's profound act of conscience. Yes, let me just say that loyalty to a coworker is certainly admirable, but at Vought we expect a level of responsibility that extends beyond company politics. We remain completely committed to the search for the truth surrounding last year's tragic events, and we hope that today's statement by a trusted executive officer will serve to reiterate that fact. Ooh, she got played. The bottom line is that Vought American, what happens in the boardroom does not stay in the boardroom. You've had your eye on me for 9 years? You were waiting for me to reach a particular position, or one appropriate to your potential, as indicated by your educational background and general aptitude. But you got there some time ago. I've simply been waiting for you to approach me in person. You really shouldn't be let's try that one again, guys. You really shouldn't be so... One more. You really shouldn't be quite so quick to despair, Mrs. Bradley. Don't forget you're an integral part of the team, one of the Vought American family. The second is to protect Miss Bradley. She is as important to the future of this company as any other senior officer. I'm not sure if I should tell you, Miss Bradley, but I feel I can relax around you. No! Did you have to come in past that mob outside? Did no one inform you that there are several more discreet entrances for occasions like this? No! It's this. Jesus, I'm the face of it now. No! Take my hand. Take heart. It's gonna be okay. No! And following on from that, considering how radical some of the moves you're going to be making are rumored to be, then the most sensible choice, at least from your point of view, would be a fall guy. No! I don't suppose you want to tell me where you've got all these bloody bombs hidden. Have a look on me phone. They ain't gonna go off on their own, but, well, who gives a fuck now, eh? Come to think of it, if you ever want to get your own back on Raynor, you'll find exactly what you need on there and all. I couldn't give a shit about Raynor. All this for one woman. Yeah, not even for her, for her memory. You didn't know her, Huey. You didn't know what she meant to me, what she made me into. Is there anything you wouldn't do for Blondie? What? I know you're still seeing her, but how? Wild guess. Oh, you're not going to come out with all sorts of horrible stuff about her, are you? Because I just don't think I have enough meanness in me to say awful things about your wife. I ain't going to say nothing horrible. Good. She turned out to be pretty much the exact opposite of what she said she was. Glad to hear it. You love her? I do. I really do. But I think it might be a bit late there, because I've fucked things up about as badly as I could have. Well then, you're a fucking knob-in, ain't you? Yeah? Grab hold of her, Huey. Wrap your arms around her. Breathe her in. Feel her strength inside your own. And never ever, ever let her go. See, that was something Becky told me. I didn't quite get it at the time. But she said men without women, it wasn't a good idea. And she was right. 'Cause all that macho shit, the gunfighter, dirty, hairy bullocks, it looks tasty, but in the end, it's fucking self-defeating. It just leaves you with bodies in ditches and blokes with handfuls of broken glass. Men are only so much use, Huey. Men are only so much use, Huey. Men are boys. I Oh, fuck. I just wish things... Jesus Christ almighty, they scared the fucking shite out of me. Yeah, and they're gonna have SWAT and paramedics up here in no time. What? Fuck, I can't even... Not a moment to lose, Huey. You're gonna have to kill me. What? I'm fucking serious. I've broken me neck here. I can't feel a bleeding thing. Wait a second. No, bang me up for life. I don't give a fuck about doing the time, but not trapped in me own useless carcass, for God's sake. There's no bloody way I'm... Huey, you ain't gonna leave me here like a fucking raspberry ripple. Come on! You deserve it. You fucking well deserve it. I might well do, but if you're gonna punish me, you could at least look me in the bloody eye. Or you're gonna leave it up to some other cunt to do your dirty work. Huey, no! Huey, no! There's only the bloody two of us left. I'm not gonna fucking put you down like a dog. Yeah, you fucking are, Huey. 'Cause of any January. No, for fuck's sake, I thought you weren't gonna start in about that. But alright, there you go, the same old evil bloody. Not the bird, sunshine. I'm talking about your dad's boat. What? He changed the name, that's how much he liked her. I spiked his head on the end of the tiller, after I'd finished spreading your mom all over her kitchen. Bullets! Fucking bullets, there's no way! 7 Watkins Lane, last house on the right. I read your file, remember? You shouldn't have pissed me off fucking about with Mallory, my son. With Mallory, my son. That was bang out of order. You shouldn't have gone and done that. What do you want to hear about? The wanky bloody 70s wallpaper or the stupid old cunt's pipe? Or what about the poncy fucking poem up on the wall of your bedroom? Fuck me, did I have a right laugh at that? Look at me. Fucking look at me. You know I done it. Fucker! Fucker! Cunt! Nice one, mate. Hello? Ma! Huey! It's Huey on the phone. Ma, Jesus fucking Christ, are you alright? Oh, son, you can. I don't like you using that sort of how to talk now. Ma, please, just tell me you and Pa are okay. Of course we are okay. Why wouldn't we be? Oh, do you can? We had your friend here last year, Mr. Butcher. What did he? Oh, he was awfully nice man and so funny. Him and your Pa got on like a horse on fire. He said he was in the area and he thought he'd see where you grew up. We showed him all around the place. He told us he was sort of your boss, but I say he seemed very fond of ye. He asked us to tell you he said hello. I'm not sure why. I thought he'd probably seen you sooner than we did. Awfully nice man. Here, do you want to say hello to Huey? The end. Wow. And that's it. Oh, 72. Seems we have some more. 6 months later. Oh, you load of wankers. You're never gonna ken how close you came. Come on then, Jamie. Time to go in, wee pal. Not bad, Yanks. Not bad at all. Construction still got a long way to go. It's dignitaries only for today's... Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't realize you were... Oh, it's all right, officer. You're just doing your job. End of the curse ship, lend a myth to God. Hart Crane. F and F. There you go, boys. That's you. Have a seat. What can I do for you? You been following the election? I was reading interviews with McCain and Obama, and I didn't see troop withdrawals mentioned once. Too bad. All that lovely money you've made if you managed to get soups into Pakistan. Is that what? No. I called you because I saw you rebranded. American Consolidated. It's not exactly what you'd call subtle, is it? That was primarily for the markets, where memories work to different priorities. Oh, I bet. We should have gone straight at the fucking corporation in the first place instead of wasting our time on the dickheads in tights. What are you on the books as now then? Consultant? You won't find me listed at all. We bit too toxic, were you? I suppose you would have been, even after the business was what's her name. Here you go. Here's a bit of consulting for you to do. They'll love you when you bring them this. If you even think I'm going to touch that, don't be daft. I'm no bloody trying to give you drugs. Wee while ago, I scraped that off a 1,000-pound block of the stuff in a warehouse in Mexico City. Give it to your research guys. They'll tell you there's traces of plastic explosive, but that's just the IED that was wired to it. The rest of it, and the fellow'll probably come crashing into your office screaming this bit. Well, do you remember that carry-on in Moscow where the adapted V compound could blow suits' heads off if you got the signal just right? And I'm supposed to believe this? I notice you've not got up and fucked off. Someone got the signal right. As a matter of fact, they fixed it so you don't need a signal at all, except the one that sets off the first IED, which then sets off the next 259 in sequence, suddenly making this a very different planet indeed. You would do that? Me or someone else thinks you're a prick. The first thing you lot are gonna do, because a lot of your long-standing ties to the city of New York, is set up a foundation to rebuild the Flatiron Building. Then you're gonna fund it. We had nothing to do with what happened there. Life's a fucker that way. The other thing you're gonna do is watch yourselves. I'm not naive. I ken there's still plenty of soups about, and I ken you're still gonna try and turn a profit off of them. And I'm not gonna commit genocide just to try and stop the tide from coming in. So it's business as usual. Fun and games in pretty colors. But you see, the first time you take those flying fucking arseholes anywhere near any country's defense industry, you shouldn't get so sentimental about this place, you know. Yeah, it's a mercantile town. It always was. And you and I just did business. Jesus Christ, you bloodless fucking... Who are you? I'm an expression of the corporation. I'm the voice that says, you're right, sue us. That never gets upset. You think you've won? Do you think you have? We always win. We're a registered trademark. You could snap my neck right this moment and we'd still win. Or will you change your mind and commit an atrocity to prevent us from turning a profit? I will. You can dress it up any way you want. You can say you're just doing business. But I ken you Wall Street cunts are the kind to hand folk over to death squads if you thought there was any money in it. I don't work on Wall Street. This is a pointless conversation. What'll you do? You'll never sell suits to the U.S. military with or without what I've got hanging over you. What'll you do? Why, something else. Because this country supports its troops. America looks after its warriors. The men and women who fight our wars. We don't just shut them up with a couple of medals and put them out to grass. But I have spoken to veterans groups and wounded heroes right across the state of Massachusetts, and I can tell you that there is much work to be done. The Republicans pay lip service to the troops their administration sent to war, but what have they actually done for them? Well, I'll tell you, they've cut program after program, closed hospital after hospital. They don't care. When I provided the data that led to the defeat of last year's superhuman insurrection, my first thought was for the pilots and Marines who would have to do battle that day. And I resolved then and there that they were to be wounded. I would not abandon those American warriors any more than I would leave my own agents, the unsung heroes of so many covert conflicts, to twist in the wind. I said to myself, I cannot simply walk away from this. I will seek election to the Senate, and I will come back to Washington and fight for the men and women who fight for us. And I also said, I'm a whore. I'm a whore. I'm a whore. I'm a fucking whore. I'm a dirty fucking whore getting fucked by a pig. Ha 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 ha. Oh God, oh fuck, oh Jesus Christ, you're tearing me apart, you bastard. Oh, that's it, that's it. Oh fuck, oh God, I'm gonna come just like the dirty whore I... Ah! Susan Rayner is a whore. Fight it, you assholes. Where the fuck is it coming from? Oh my fucking God, you're gonna kill me. Oh fuck my fucking slutty cunt. That's right, fuck my whore's cunt. Oh God. You motherfucker. Oh, why am I doing this? What a whore. Who the fuck could? No. You're a nasty wee man, aren't you, monkey? And again, maybe she should have seen sense and just confirmed your promotion. You're welcome. Ta for the passport, by the way. Right, I'm gonna have to hang up now. I think I can hear what you're doing there. Cheerio. I wouldn't say by his fingernails. I wouldn't even say lame duck. But everyone knows what he pulled. Everyone knows he escaped the hangman by the skin of his teeth. And he's going to need a win, a big win, to remind the powers that be how valuable he is. Are they ready? Oh, there you are, sir. We didn't hear you come in. Yes, they're ready. Then let's take a look. We thought the best way forward would be to emphasize not just purity, but conformity. You know, the others went wrong because they strayed from the path. They wouldn't follow the rules. But the new generation don't even think that way. There's an ideal to live up to here, a singleness of purpose. We're thinking of simply calling them true. Wow, they look like all the same character, almost. They're a bunch of Homelander clones. Now, I don't know about the other one. We've spoken to the people over at Victory. They're already excited. That one has an erection. That one is suffering some kind of withdrawal symptoms. That one is plainly the Deep. Yes, well, we did experiment with various forms of behavioral inhibitor, but the results, let's just say they make the resurrection process look good. You're going to have to start again. What? What with? Something that isn't just the same old shit dressed up. And where do you exactly propose to find that? They're never going to change, you know. They're always going to have exactly the same set of problems. Bad product. Say jings for me. Jings! There you go. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God, oh God. I was a wee bit scared you'd not come. You Bampot. After everything you told me on the phone? Oh God. You know, it's just occurred to me. Bampot's my word. I object to your cultural colonization of it. Oh, you do? Next thing you know, you'll be putting it on a t-shirt, pulling my teeth, making me cozy and acceptable. Right, because you're so edgy. Are you okay with all of it? I mean, I'm gonna miss my pals like they were. There was nothing like him in the world. What about the guy, the one in charge? He's in hell, kicking the fuck out of the devil. And now I never want to talk about him again. I've been awfully lucky, Annie. I came right through the whole thing in one piece. I never had to turn into a monster. There might be folk that think I did, but I'm happy to let 'em. I saw all sorts of nightmares and made all sorts of daft mistakes. But I gotta say, the fella I am, and the fella I am, and the fella I am loves Annie January. Good, because Annie January's in love with that fella too. Oh God, look at it. Isn't it beautiful? I thought it might make a nice new place for us. Well, you know, we had the park, but maybe it's a wee bit sad for us now. I'd like that. I'd like it to be our place. Come on. It stirred an old familiar terror, this if only for a moment. But she saw, and she smiled, and she said, "It's okay. It's okay, Huey." You found me. That's it, guys. We'll read some bonus materials, and that's it. Some classic art. And that's it, guys. We're done. So we're not going to be doing any more Ennis material. That's one thing. We're not doing any Ennis material right now. I'm not sure if we'll do any Ennis material later, but if you look at some of these, we may very well be covering some of them in the future. Just some of them. Some of them might be covered very soon. But that's not what we're covering right now. So you guys are wondering, what's next? Well, I'll tell you. The next comic on the list is the Maxx. We're doing the Maxx. So we'll be doing 2 Image comics. The Maxx isn't that long. It's only 30 books. So there's not a whole lot of volumes of it, and we're doing the complete collected Maxx, of course, the remastered versions. And I'm actually going to go ahead and watch, because I haven't ever seen it, so I'm not very familiar with the Maxx, but I'll be more familiar after this. But I'm going to be watching the MTV version of the Maxx, which I got from the Internet Archive, which hopefully will be back up for you guys soon. We're all waiting, patiently for it. But it should be up, and I'll be watching the Maxx, and in order to get those voices, because I want to make sure that when I sound like the Maxx, I sound like you guys would, remember the Maxx sounding like. But yeah, some of these that you're looking at right now, maybe some of these Vampirella, Green Hornet, bunch of stuff I've actually been thinking about trying out, some of the older stuff. Red Sonja, but if I do Red Sonja, we are going to continue with the Marvel like we started. Yes, we don't really do Marvel that much, but those are Marvel that were re-licensed under Dynamite. So it's okay. I don't mind doing that. But yeah, some of those Vampirella might get covered very, very soon. Like, I don't know, next week or the week after, something like that, because we are doing horror comics, and we're going to start horror comics Saturday. Usually I cover those on the weekend. Well, we always have a bonus comic on the weekend now. It has been Power Rangers, but we're going to be doing some horror comics, and I did say we would do the classic horror. So yes, I'm obligated to give you guys The Boys, and we did that. So now that The Boys is done, we can resume the horror comics, and I'm still obligated to give you Spawn, so you are going to get that, in addition to more horror comics. So don't worry. Those are coming your way. But at any rate, guys, this is the Grim Lord, and I thank you guys so much for being a part of this very, very long series of reads for the boys. A lot of you guys have supported me, well, comments and stuff like that, but don't worry, you can also donate if you want to Patreon/Grimm's Dungeon of Comics. We've only got 3 tiers, and I really don't have anything to offer you guys. I thought about maybe doing a Discord just for the comics, because I have a Discord for other things, but I don't use it. It's mainly something I have a very few people in. It was for some of my other content. But I thought about making one just for the comics and comic content, apolitical Discord. And I said apolitical, not politics, but apolitical. No politics, just comics. I mean, if the comics have certain politics, discuss those. But again, I just want to focus on the comics in general, because we cover comics of everybody. Everybody has different beliefs. Some may be more conservative, some may be more liberal, some may be more, in the middle. So it's just a bunch of different writers, and I want to make sure everybody gets a showcase as strictly who they are, regardless of even my personal politics. I'm very independent with a lot of things, so, but that doesn't even matter. It's just about, showcasing these great stories. Even though you guys might not have thought The Boys was a good story, I like this. I like how it ended. I think it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You guys may have a different opinion, but I'm pleased with it. It didn't turn into the big superpower battle I thought it was going to be, but I'm fine with how they ended. It was a good, nice talk, and kind of a trick on Butcher's end to get Huey to kill him. And I'm really glad he did that, because he knew there was no way he could... he knew that there was no way that Huey would let him live. There's no way... There's no way that Huey would not let him live. That's just the kind of person Huey is. He had to make him do the most deplorable thing in the world. He had to make him think, rather, that he did the most deplorable thing in the world in order for Huey to actually take him out. Because no one wants to be an invalid in jail. It's a horrible fate. So, yeah, everything went the way it needed to. course, they're going to try again with soups, and he said it's bad product. He's always noted that all these heroes were bad product. They've had issues from the start, and that's why what happened with the Deep happened and all that. It explains a lot. So, all right, guys, this is the Grimlord, and once again, thank you guys so much. If you like this, be sure to obviously like, subscribe, share, and donate again to Grimm's Dungeon of Comics at Patreon if you want. $1 is fine. I'm not asking for a lot. I know a lot of people don't have that much money right now. I know I don't. So anything helps. And I'm out, guys. I'll see you next time.